It actually wasn't Kanye who stole the show from T Swift this time?
We've got that, Wolverine claws, Bieber blunders, and more on this week's Cronkite Cut, where our entertainment news is a cut above the rest.
You don't want to miss this. I'm Austin Miller.
And I'm Sydney Eisenberg. You're watching Cronkite Cut. Two X-Men superhuman actors have announced which movies will end their involvements in the franchise. Jennifer Lawrence said a few weeks ago that the new X-Men movie, X-Men Apocalypse, will be her last as the infamous Mystique. And in more recent news, Hugh Jackman posted a picture on his Instagram of his claws with the caption, "Wolverine, one last time." Could this be a hint at a Wolverine movie sequel? Most likely. The most recent Wolverine movie was released in 2013. Now, the last time Jackman broke out the claws was for his role in X-Men, Days of Future Past. He is possibly starring in X-Men Apocalypse, but that has not yet been confirmed. What we do know is that the series won't be the same without these two.
For once, it wasn't Kanye stealing Taylor Swift's limelight at this year's iHeart Radio Music Awards. Her song Blank Space snagged her the award for Best Lyrics at the show last Sunday, but instead of Taylor reacting to the win, Justin Timberlake decided it was his turn. When the winner was announced, JT poked fun at the way Swift used to typically accept her awards, standing up, acting surprised, yelling, "Me? Me?" Taylor, who happened to be sitting next to him, played along in good spirit, as she always does, laughing hysterically and egging him on. JT didn't go home empty-handed, though, taking home the award for Innovator for his musical career.
There's going to be one less lonely lyric. Well, that's if Justin Bieber can actually remember them. The Biebs surprised fans by joining Ariana Grande on stage Saturday and performing the duet Love Me Harder. But he jumbled up and even forgot some of the lyrics. But no worries, he saw his mistake and even apologized to Grande during the performance. The duo continued the show, singing hits such as All That Matters and As Long As You Love Me. But to be fair, Love Me Harder isn't his song. The original part is sung by The Weeknd. However, if you know you're going to be performing, you should... Oh, sorry, Ariana, I forgot what I was going to say.
Selena Gomez and James Franco had a baby? Well, maybe not really, but according to Franco's Instagram, they did. The actor jokingly posted a photo of Selena holding a baby with the caption, quote, "Selena and I had a baby. It was born during spring break," end quote. The two starred together in the film Spring Breakers a few years ago, but the photo of Gomez holding the baby is actually from the set of a new movie Gomez is starring in and Franco is directing, titled In Dubious Battle. Although it is still unclear why the actor posted the photo, it was probably just to shock fans. Selena still hasn't commented on the maternal post, but said in an interview for Spring Breakers that she was admittedly creeped out by Franco at first, but grew to realize he was one of the most intelligent and nicest people she had ever met. Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and find out if Franco's post made Selena laugh or just creeped her out. Now here's Jay Nicole Yabon with This Week in Music.
Zayn Malik released his first low-key solo ballad. Featuring his heavenly vocals and beautiful acoustics, the new song was released on SoundCloud and YouTube on Monday night. Fans were in an uproar after the song's release by Naughty Boy. What do you think about it? Tweet us at Cronkite Cut and tell us how you're taking Zayn's new career as a soloist. On another note, did you tune into the iHeart Radio Awards on Sunday? Were you as surprised as I was to see Taylor Swift doing a duet with Madonna? During the 56-year-old singer's performance of Ghost Town, Taylor, who is 31 years younger than Madonna, joined the Queen of Pop on stage to provide the acoustic guitar while the iconic musicians both rocked matching lace thigh highs. Speaking of Taylor Swift, guess which free music streaming service she will now be a part of? Nope, still not Spotify. However, she will be a part of Tidal, a new music streaming service which is being launched by no other than the infamous Jay-Z. Also, be on the lookout for Ludacris's new album that dropped on Tuesday. Have you listened to it yet? Tweet us your new favorite tracks at Cronkite Cut. Well, that's all I have for y'all this week. I'm Jade Nicole Yvonne. Back to you, Sydney and Austin.
Now we turn to Katie Malice, who's got all the fashion details on the iHeart Radio Music Awards.
It was all about cutouts and crazy patterns at the second annual iHeart Music Awards on Sunday. Taylor Swift looked super sleek in a Kaufman Franco black dress with cutouts on the sides, while Rihanna stepped out in an emerald green Versace fur coat, thigh-high boots, oversized sunglasses, and a nameplate necklace. Zendaya Coleman stood out in a green and pink mini dress, which I loved, with an embellished black and white print skirt that also had cutouts at the waist. Brittany Snow looked pitch perfect in a pure white mini dress with diamond cutouts in the front. As for guys' fashion, Nick Jonas wore a red and black checkered suit, while Chris Brown could be easily spotted in a leather jacket with bright pink sleeves and a giant green circle on the front. And British hunk John Newman looked super spiffy in his black and white getup as he posed on the red carpet. However, my fave look of the night had to go to no other than Justin Timberlake, who rocked a cobalt blue Versace suit. But his best accessory was his award for the iHeart Radio Innovator. That's it for iHeart Fashion. Back to you, Sydney and Austin.
Ever wonder what your favorite stars are up to?
We've got you covered on this week's Celeb Update.
Disney will be making a new live-action film out of Mulan. It'll be the most recent movie to get the live-action treatment following Cinderella and Beauty and the Beast. None of your favorite celebs have been announced yet, but we'll keep you updated.
Now, speaking of live action, NBC's next live musical will be The Wiz. It'll be broadcast on December 3rd, 2015. Cast members have also not been announced for this production, but we want to know, which celebs would you cast in these roles? Tweet us at Cronkite Cut with the hashtag #CelebUpdate.
Jamie Foxx is definitely not keeping up with the Kardashians. The R&B star said some not-so-nice things about Bruce Jenner's recent gender transition at the Justin Bieber roast, while Kylie was even sitting in the audience.
What? New Daily Host star didn't leave viewers laughing after his past tweets resurfaced. If you want to see the tweets, check out Trevor Noah's Twitter. Now over to Melanie with the latest food in downtown Phoenix.
This past weekend in downtown Phoenix was the 3rd annual Cupcake Camp.
Should we split this?
Cupcake Camp creator Terry Tang tells more.
It's like a vehicle to bring people who like to bake together with people who like to eat sweets. I want the atmosphere to sort of be like an open house, just socializing, not an eating contest.
Every 15 minutes, 3 new cupcakes are presented for the community to enjoy, all for free. You didn't have to be a professional chef in order to participate in the event. One of my favorites was the Irish Bomb Car Cupcake. The baker said they made them just for fun.
I decorated with royal icing, and I was inspired by Irish lace that I found on Pinterest, and I just kind of drew it out and laid wax paper and then piped the royal icing over it.
Definitely stop by next year at this deliciously free Phoenix event. For Cronkite Cut, I'm Melanie Abramoff.
Now that's it for this week's Cronkite Cut. Follow us on Insta, Twitter, and Facebook at Cronkite Cut.
You can also check out our website at cronkitecut.weebly.com to catch any episodes you might have missed or to read up on some e-news updates.
I'm Sydney Eisenberg.
I'm Austin Miller.
We'll see you next week.